Hi everyone, welcome to the first video of this project series, and I'm super excited because project actually helps an analyst to improve his skills and understand real life scenarios. So for this entire video, I'm trying to help you understand how to approach these projects first before actually getting down to getting your hands dirty, basically. Okay, so three pointers here. Firstly, understand the story behind the data, the source behind the data, what are the different columns, etc. Be clear about it, okay? You are the owner of this, nobody else. So be proud about that. Okay. Second thing is that be very clear about what you need to analyze because right now it's just five columns and 1,000 rows. Later on, you might have 25, 30 columns and 10, 20, 30,000 rows. How will you be able to do that? You need to be clear about what you want to analyze. If someone is giving you this task, then please ask that person, Ki Bhaiya, what do we have to analyze? Please tell me. Okay. But coming to that point number three, often if you're told, let's say, analyze the profit, then it's not that you just analyze the column called profit. No, you have to look at different data points that which day the profit was highest, lowest, is there any seasonal variation or quarter on quarter, what is the growth, which category the profit is more, uh, lots of different things depends on the data. But although you have to analyze one specific thing, try to look at it from a bird's eye view, and that's where point number one becomes more important, that is understand the story behind the data. Okay, if that is clear, let's get started. Firstly, I'll be giving you this spreadsheet's link, okay, but that will not be editable. If you click on it, it'll open in a non-editable format, because if I allow you to edit, then data will get corrupted, because there will be many of you will try to edit this. So click on file and make a copy. Okay, if you're logged into Google, then you will be allowed to do this. So please log in. It's just a matter of a second. Make a copy, and then this sheet will be duplicated for your own personal and private access. Okay. After that, however, if in the future I give you some CSV file, okay, let's say I do something on Microsoft Excel and I want you to import it over here in Google Sheets, okay, then you can go to file and open, and over here you can upload the data. Okay, you can browse or drag, and you can upload the data over here, and Google Sheets will automatically absorb all of that data into their system. It should be preferably either CSV or XLS format. All right, these are quite obvious, so I hope that is clear. Now let's get to the data. So this data is basically a bank statement, okay? There are these transaction numbers, the date, the different categories. Let's see what are the categories. I'll select all and I'll click on filter, okay? After that, I'll click over here on this icon and it'll give me the different categories that are there. Deposits, fees, interest, transfer, withdrawal. All right. Quite simple. If you do not know banking jargons, I'll just explain you in 30 seconds. Deposit is any money that is added to your bank balance. Fee is any money that is taken away. Interest is because you have put some money at a bank, you will gradually get some interest. Transfer is just a transfer between your banks, so that is not a worry. That will not change your balance at all. After that, you have withdrawal. Withdrawal is basically removing your money. Let's say you drew money from the ATM for cash or some payments or anything. That's a withdrawal. Okay, that's how this data is created. After that, this is the amount of this particular transaction. This is the amount of this particular transaction, so on and so forth. And this is the current balance. So that is why, let's say, initially, I think the starting point of this entire statement is 1,000 rupees. Okay. Let's say you are from a different country, so you can change the currency over here. You can select all of this, format, number, and you can change it to dollar or whatever you want from here. Right? I want to keep it rupee right now. Okay, and so let's say this data point is starting from 1,000 rupees. Okay, so the fee over here is 49.09 rupees. So 1,000 minus 49.09 is 950.91 rupees, and so on and so forth. So this is the amount, and this is the balance that is being calculated. We'll understand this more a bit in detail. For example, if there's a deposit of 96 over here, and this was the previous balance, so the new balance would be 1166 plus 96 rupees, that is equal to 1262. So some amount is being removed, some amount is being added. Okay. Now let me just quickly format this data, because I like things a bit center aligned, but that is my bias, and I want to freeze the top row because it's the header row. I'll just freeze the first row so that whenever I scroll, because there's a lot of scroll, the top row remains fixed. Okay, this is looking a bit weird. Either I can drag it this way to adjust its width, or I can optionally also make it into two lines over here, like it's shown over here. Right? I think I'll try it. Okay, after that, we need to understand what we are trying to analyze. So there are two things that was asked in the question. Okay, if that will be asked in the question later on. The two things are the first thing is that you have to identify an error in this entire bank statement. Okay, so you have to, I won't give you the details right now. The question very clearly states it in the next task that you have. You have to find the error. There will be a rough mention of what is the error. But if you're not able to find and identify the exact error, then please watch the hint video. If you're still not able to understand it, please meet me in the live class. Me or some mentor will definitely guide you. It's a very simple thing, but since you're doing it for the first time, then you can make a mistake. Okay. So understand the error over there, and after that, you'll be asked some basic questions on some calculations. Okay, so that you're very clear with the concepts. Now, just to explain the error briefly, I want you guys to first clean up this data a little bit. Okay, so I'll just add one more column to the right. I'll decrease my photo a bit. Alright. So as you can see, there are different categories over here, right? Some, as I said, amount will be reduced from your balance. In some cases, amount will be added to your balance. So this is also fine, but maybe you want to create a simple credit and debit thing. Wherein debit means that amount is being removed from your balance. Credit means the amount is being added from your balance. Transfer is basically no change. Alright. So let's say credit slash debit slash no change. Okay, no change I'm just representing as NC over here. All right. Now, how do we understand this? Remember, we had basically learned about filters. All right. So there are much more better ways to do this, but since you have learned just about filters till now, I'll just use that. So over here, I can select this and then only select first, let us update the credit. That is, amount is being added to the system, to our balance. So that would mean deposits and interest. That is, amount is being added. After that, I'll select credit and I'll basically apply it to all these. Okay. I don't have to type it every time. How did this happen? There are multiple ways to do this. I can either select all this from top to bottom. Okay, I'll just select it from top to bottom and I'll press Control D, and all of them will get applied to the same value like we had shown you previously. All right, but this did not get applied to the other selections. For example, if I select fee and transfer and withdrawal, this will be blank. Okay, so the next thing you want to update is no change. That is basically transfers. Transfer means it was applied from one sub account to another sub account within our bank. So that means there was no change over here. And I'll reapply it to all of these. And finally, the ones in which there was a fee or a withdrawal, that means amount was removed. Okay. So remember your debit cards in which you swipe it in the ATM and some amount is removed. Think of it that way. So this is debit basically. All right. I hope this was very clear. Now I want you guys to identify what is the error. Okay. There is a good chance you'll not be able to do it if you're using Google Sheets for the first time or any, actually even Microsoft Excel or any spreadsheets or analytics for the first time. That is okay. I'll help you in the hints, but I first want you guys to once give it a shot. Okay. All right. See you in the next video. Bye.